Hello friends, I'm Jill Wyoskowski, a librarian at Caroline Kennedy Library. I'm into crafts that repurpose or upcycle items commonly found in our homes that typically gather in drawers or we plan to drop into our recycling bins. In this episode of Handmade at Home, I'll show you how to put those wine corks you've been saving to good use by turning them into a corkboard. Let's get started. Step 1. Supplies. The supplies needed for this project are pretty basic. Wine corks. Many folks save their corks as their mementos from an enjoyable time with friends and family, or a memory of a delicious meal created in their kitchen. If you don't have many wine corks, they can be purchased via Amazon. In fact, I found a seller that offered a package of 100 corks from around the world. A picture frame. You'll need to remove the glass and the mat if there is one. We'll be gluing the corks directly to the mounting board of the frame. Gorilla Glue, or another strong adhesive, and optional, a serrated knife to trim the corks. Step 2. Sort. If you're planning a pattern which incorporates color, this is the perfect time to sort your corks. It is also incredibly helpful to sort corks by size, as this will help you puzzle out your rows. I also created a pile of plain corks, which could easily be cut without worrying about ruining a design or messing up labeling. These corks filled in odd-sized gaps. Step 3. Puzzle time. My goal, arrange the corks so that they tightly fit together in a row. This step reminded me a bit of Tetris. You are essentially putting together a puzzle. I went row by row. I used a serrated knife to trim corks as needed. Step 4. Glue. When you're arranging the corks to glue in place, be cognizant of the text and drawings. It would be a major bummer if a cork was glued with an upside-down drawing. Be generous with the glue and apply it to all contact points. And be sure to apply pressure to your corks to ensure the glue creates a solid bond. Here's an idea that may help your workflow. Because I worked on one row at a time, I was continually bouncing between steps 3 and 4. I'd puzzle a row together, glue it, and then work on the next row. It allowed me to have the corks lined up, ready for glue, without needing to double-check order or placement. As always, do whatever works best for you and your project. Step 5. The easiest one yet. Let it dry. I walked away and let my corkboard dry for several hours. I even set several heavy books with a couple of cans of olives on top of my corks, just to make sure none of them would pop or shift. And bazinga, you just successfully upcycled your wine corks. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this episode of Handmade at Home. We would love to see your wine cork creations. Send us an email at dhreference@gmail.com or use the hashtag DHCLibraries on social media. I'm Jill Wyoskowski with Caroline Kennedy Library. Stay connected with us at dhcl.mishlibrary.org and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Pinterest. Thanks for tuning in.